You know, our first guest from Scandal, and her new show is so good. It's called Little Fires Everywhere. Please welcome Kerry Washington. Hello, my
Ah,
friend.
mwah.
How are you? How's your family?
Everybody's okay. Thank God. Everybody's doing okay. The kids are home and being homeschooled, and we're keeping distance from even my parents who live close by, but we're seeing them from afar. We play 6 feet away from them in their front yard. And Yeah, it is a really crazy time.
Now, are you the really the problem that everyone is having is trying to help kids with their homework because I guess everything has changed, like math has changed and I mean, I think math is the biggest problem, right? Like, are you having that?
No, because luckily my littles are young. They're still pretty young. So I'm good with like coming up with words that start with A. Like if they were in AP trigonometry, I would not be good. But I'm super good at like 3 plus 7 is like that I can do.
At
10,
10.
10.
10. Andy and I
Yes.
got it. 10. I
In
got
my
it
house,
first though, Andy.
All right.
sticker. You would get a sticker in my house. Very good.
Oh, I'm gonna get a sticker for you, Andy.
You should start giving me stickers. I
I
would
should give
like
you
that.
a sticker. And that's just in case you're wondering what that mop is. That's Mary. She can't be here, so I have Mary's head on a mop, and then Andy is outside, and then I'm just all alone with Portia and here. She's my audience. So now, listen, I was told that you had a pajama party at home, but wouldn't that just be every day? Why is that a special day?
Well, so I'm trying to do meetings on Zoom and maintain the operations of my company and keep everybody employed. So I have been trying to get dressed most days, and getting my kids dressed. But they decided because sometimes they have pajama day at school that they wanted to have pajama day at home. And I think everybody on my team was terrified that I had given up on life because I was just showing up to all my Zoom meetings in my jammies and acting like it was normal. But I think we need to be doing more jammy days. Like we should decide, like the whole country or the world should decide, like Mondays are jammy days.
Yeah, but I don't know what Monday is. I have no idea what day it is. It doesn't matter. I don't wear a watch anymore. I have
But
no idea.
but we should do a pajama day maybe next week where we both wear
Right?
pajamas. Ellen and
Okay,
Portia.
Andy,
I'll get a onesie.
I would love to see you in a onesie out
All
there.
right.
All
I
right.
want to see
Speaking of
unicorn.
pajamas,
Yeah.
um, I saw a picture of you and Mariah Carey.
Hmm.
This was in an airport, and is she wearing pajamas in an airport?
Ew, she's wearing like couture pajamas. I want to say this was pre-social distancing, just so everyone knows, because we're snuggled up super close.
I
But it was
assume.
it was she was wearing couture jammies at LAX. That was at the airport.
Well, somehow it doesn't surprise me. It's Mariah Carey. She can do anything.
And she's always ahead of the curve. She's always groundbreaking. She was doing jammies before any of us were in publicly.
Right. But not social distancing. She was right next to you.
She was. Thank God,
So
because
she
I was
wasn't yeah. She wasn't ahead of the curve there. So I saw you at the Golden Globes. That's the last time I saw you. And
crazy. Your beautiful, amazing speech, which I loved.
oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's so weird to think back when we could all see each other and be in a room and next to each other at tables. Um, Someone reminded me that that was the last time I saw you, and that I guess everyone was concerned for your outfit. That you were gonna. Were you
Fall out.
concerned for your outfit?
I did, I felt confident. I felt like I had enough top stick to keep things in place, to keep the girls in place. But I kept looking down at the tape and I had extra tape in my purse just in case it didn't work. So
Right,
I,
but
I was good.
yeah, but if you had extra tape in your purse, but what if it happens like when you're on camera, you can't just go like that and then stick a piece of tape on your girls.
No, but I mean, and also my husband had an eye on it. He kept like checking me out as I was doing interviews to make sure that they were good. I felt like I had enough tools in my arsenal.
Yeah. Um, So I want to talk about something that you're doing, that you've been doing for a long time. We're talking about how hard this whole thing is. New York has been hit, the hardest so far, and I know that's your hometown. And you have been helping hospitals for 10 years. This is something that you were involved in, and now more than ever, they need help. But tell everyone what the organization is and what you're doing.
I haven't been doing it's this organization MedShare has been for 10 years. They've been helping
Oh,
underserved hospitals all over the world. And so they've been at the front lines of COVID from when it first started. And I was able to identify hospitals in the Bronx that were underserved, my hometown where I come from, and contribute to masks and equipment to help keep that hospital safe.
that's fantastic. Yeah, there's I mean, I think people need to really grasp that if we don't protect all of the brave men and women who are going into the hospitals that are, and even, all the janitors and everyone cleaning, but if we don't take care of these people, we don't have a hospital. We don't have anybody to take care of us.
Right. I'm gonna next week we're gonna be announcing some more work that we're doing with hospitals in the Bronx with Columbia Presbyterian and that sort of family of hospitals. So I'm excited about that. But I think that no matter who you are, I feel like it's an important time to remember that no matter who you are, you can be giving whatever you have to give, right? Like that if you're a kid, you can make signs for nurses and doctors to keep morale up because keeping everybody in a state of feeling good while they're doing this extraordinary work is so important. I work with a teledentistry company called Bite that they've transformed their factories and are no longer creating aligners, but creating ventilator parts and masks. Like whoever you are, whether it's money, whether it's time, whether it's resources, texting a friend, leaving a sign for your postal worker, leaving an extra tip at the grocery store, like everybody who can't stay home, this is the time for us to do our part and stay home to slow the spread of this virus, but to thank the people who are out there who aren't staying home for keeping the world running.
Exactly, exactly. We're going to find the good in this, and and the good in it is people that can help are helping in all the ways that you said. We're going to take a break, and we're going to talk about little fires everywhere when we come back. Woo! She's mean. We
Reese
are
is
back with Kerry Washington. That's a clip from Little Fires Everywhere. It is so good, and everyone is watching it. It's doing very well. Tell everybody what it is about.
Well, Reese Witherspoon is so good. It is a series starring she and I. It's based on a brilliant New York Times bestseller book called Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste A. And it's really about these two women who could not be more different. They are different socioeconomically and racially and in their beliefs and how they mother. And they're kind of thrust into each other's lives, and their daughters each become obsessed with the other mother, and that transforms their families forever.
So Twitch is a huge fan of the show, and he has a question for you. Twitch, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Hi, Twitch.
Hi, how you doing?
How are you doing?
Excellent, all things considered, you know.
Amen.
But look, I just wanted to ask, like, coming up in the how did coming up in the 90s prepare you to play a parent in the 90s?
It's such a good question. So we were like in a pre-production meeting, Reese Witherspoon and I, we were talking about the costumes with Lynn Paolo, who also did the costumes for Scandal. She did these costumes, and we were chatting about all the clothes that the teenagers wear. And she was like, I have that skirt, and I had that shirt, and I had those rollerblades. And it hit us that like, oh, we're actually playing our mothers in this series. So it's been, I don't know, it's very meaningful for me to get to step back and try to walk in my mother's shoes.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. And then I know your dad was an extra on the show.
Well, please, Ellen, we don't say extra, particularly not when we're talking about my dad. He's a background actor, and he was a featured background. But I have the appropriate level of respect for his performance.
Well, when I call him extra, I mean like he's extra. Like he's not just regular. He's extra. That's what I mean.
There is anything that my dad is
Keep pedaling,
extra.
man.
Yeah. That's as opposed to Andy, who is average. He's kind of like an extra, but he's average.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm an average extra.
No, my
So
dad
Kerry,
is 5 and he's brilliant. I'm a little bit nervous that I'm gonna drive by my parents' house and there's gonna be like a for your consideration sign with my dad's face on it that he has painted himself. So we'll
oh, I think you should take an ad out and do that. I think that's great. So Kerry, you're taking part in the One World Together at Home concert this weekend, right?
Yes, I am. I'm so excited. It's such important work. The concert is going to be raising money for helping to just protect the globe from this virus and to be able to take care of people all over the world.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. It's on all the networks and it's going to be everybody in the world on it. And you're not asking for money because the money has already been raised. So it's just a wonderful concert for everybody to enjoy.
For everybody to come together and have a communal experience and watch phenomenal performances and be inspired together.
I can't wait. I'm going to watch in my pajamas.
Yay!
All right, Kerry, it's great seeing you. It is called Little Fires Everywhere. It's available on Hulu. We'll be right back.
I can't wait to hug you guys again in person.
I can't wait to hug you too. Thanks, Kerry.
That was awesome, Kerry.
Portia says bye.
Bye.
Bye.